everyone. Today I have a huge cleft journey update for you. First of all, excuse the lighting. I'm filming this when it's dark outside, so I'm having to use my room lighting because my ring light is broken. But as I said, today I have big news about my cleft journey. In case you're new to my channel or you don't know much about my cleft, then I was born with a bilateral cleft lip and palate, which basically means gaps in my face when I was born. And I've had 6 cleft related surgeries so far. And I'm 19 now, so I'm coming to the end of my cleft treatment. I really would have loved to have seen videos about this particular surgery, this kind of final part of the journey, but when I was looking for videos like this, I didn't really find any cleft specific. So I really hope that by making this series of videos, it is helpful for people, and even if it just helps at least one person feel less alone, then I will be happy about that. For this video to make a bit more sense, it may help to check out this video, which I will link in the description, and this kind of talks about what my next surgery is going to be, and that's when I met my surgeon and everything. So I'll link the whole playlist down below of this part of my cleft journey, but yeah, that video in particular will be quite useful context for this one. So the big news is that I have a surgery date now, which is crazy because if you did see that video, I was told that I'd probably get this surgery in about a year's time. So that would mean kind of like next summer, 2024. But when I got back from my holiday a couple of weeks ago, I received a phone call literally the day I got back, and it basically was just the hospital saying, "Would you like your surgery on the 1st of September?" And I was like, oh my gosh. I really wasn't expecting it to be that soon. But here we are. I don't fully feel mentally prepared in a way. I'll get onto that later, but the reason I'm making a video today is because I thought it would be nice to kind of share my hopes and fears with this operation. There are things that I'm worried about, so talking them through helps, and I also, again, hope that by talking through these worries, people will realise that they're not alone. And yeah, there's also some hopes as well. It's always good to bring in some positivity, and of course I'm having this surgery for a reason, so there's things I hope to get out of it. So yeah, that's why I thought I'd make this video today. Let's finally get into it. So I'm going to start with the positive things. The aim of the surgery is to open my airways, basically improve my breathing, because right now I really struggle to breathe out of my nose. So the whole point of the surgery is to help that, which of course is one of my hopes, because that's the whole point I'm having the surgery. I guess if we're talking specific benefits of breathing through my nose, I'm really just hoping to be able to just walk around and just sit with my mouth closed, because right now this isn't really something I can do comfortably. Most of the time my mouth's open, obviously, so that I can breathe. Hopefully this will kind of improve my confidence as well, because at the minute I am quite self-conscious of the fact that I have my mouth open all the time. And if I'm just sat down in a lecture and I notice that my mouth is open, I'll close it because I feel like it looks weird. But then obviously it doesn't stay like that for long because I can't breathe. So I'm just hoping that my confidence will improve as well with just being able to walk around with my mouth closed. And this also ties into the next hope that I have, which is if this surgery does help me breathe through my nose better, hopefully then I will be able to eat with my mouth closed too. Again, right now this isn't something that I can do comfortably because, well, I think it doesn't help that my lips quite tight and short anyway. But again, because I can't breathe, when I eat, I do tend to eat with my mouth open, and it's just another thing I feel self-conscious about, because obviously to eat politely you're meant to keep your mouth closed, but it's just uncomfortable for me. But it would just make a world of difference being able to keep it closed while I eat. And I guess the final hope that comes to mind, hopefully I'll have less sore throats. Like I said, my mouth's open for pretty much everything, so that includes sleeping. I am definitely a mouth breather in my sleep. I can't really help it, but unfortunately that does mean that I get sore throats quite often, and especially when I'm ill, and even just day to day, like my mouth and my throat get quite dry. So I am hoping that this operation will kind of improve that for me if I can breathe through my nose. So I think that's it for the hopes kind of side of things. I do have more kind of worries, but I'm gonna be as honest with you as I can, because I think that's important, and again, something I would have liked to have seen. So I guess the first thing that comes to mind, this will be my 10th operation, which you'd think I'd be like really used to everything and there wouldn't be much that I'm scared of, but actually all of my previous 9 operations have been done in um, a children's hospital. And this is going to be my first in an adult hospital. It's not that I've never been into an adult hospital before, of course I have, for plenty of different things. But like, I'm just, it's really hard to explain. I did actually make a video about sort of like transitioning from child to adult healthcare, and just the simple fact that I have always had things done in a children's hospital and just the different environment and the way things work, it just kind of, that's what I'm used to, and there's kind of some uncertainties for me about going into an adult hospital and things that I know won't be the same. And it's silly little things, but to me, that will make a big difference when I'm actually there. Besides, when I met my surgeon, I've never been to this hospital before either, and it's far away from where I live. So I'm just thinking that like the environment is probably going to make me quite anxious in itself. Another thing that I'm kind of worried about is that I was told this operation is only really going to give me a 50-50 chance of actually being able to breathe out my nose. It's really complex because of my cleft, and the surgeon is amazing, and I know he's going to try his best, and when he gets in there and sees what it's like, he's going to do as much as he can for me. But even by doing that, there's no guarantee I'm going to be able to like breathe amazingly through my nose. And yeah, I kind of, obviously that I'm aware of that and I'm still giving it a go, but to think if I have to go through all that and all the recovery and everything and then it doesn't even work, that's not a thought I really like. But I'm not trying to think about that thing too much right now, because obviously I don't really know what's going to happen. I won't know until I've tried it, and I'm willing to try it. So yeah. Another thing that I think about is that the timing of this operation, don't get me wrong, I am so grateful for the fact that they've got me in as soon as they have. I don't know if that's because I had to wait like years to actually see this surgeon, but yeah, I'm so grateful for the date that they've given me and how soon that is. But I am quite worried that it is really close to when I move back to uni. I am nervous because I don't really know exactly how long the recovery is going to be. I don't think it's going to be that long, and I probably will be recovered by the time I move back, but it does worry me a little bit that I'll not be like fully on top form for when I go back. And of course, I just want to throw myself into the start of the year as normally as I can without any limitations. So again, this is something I'll just have to see. I won't really know how I'll be until afterwards, so we shall see. I guess the final thing that I'm worried about, and I say final thing, this is the one that's on my mind the most actually, and that is I'm really worried that it will get cancelled. I think this all comes from the fact that my previous, 4, maybe even 5 operations have all been cancelled before they were meant to happen. So I've been given a date and then it gets cancelled. Don't know if I've just been really unlucky. I know, especially since COVID, that's been a big problem that, you know, a lot of people waiting for surgery have experienced. But even before COVID, like I've had so many operations cancelled and rescheduled, and now I'm older and I feel like I have to like mentally prepare for it, and physically as well, because like obviously my dad's had to take time off work to be able to, so that we can stop in a hotel the night before, and you know, we've booked a hotel and everything, and so it would mess a lot up if it got cancelled, and it would mess me up. I get really anxious about it being cancelled, and I don't know if that's a stupid thing to worry about or not. And like with a lot of these things, I don't really have control over that. So there isn't really any point in me worrying about it because there's not much I can do about it. I think that's kind of everything that's worth mentioning today. There's so many thoughts that go through my head when it comes to having surgery. So there's things I probably haven't mentioned, but I am hoping to make more videos about this surgery, like preparing for it, and then actually hopefully vlogging the experience as well. So stay tuned for more. And feel free to comment any questions you have below as well, if you want to share any of your journey, or if you've been through this and you want to leave some tips, also feel free. I know I haven't explained the surgery in this video, but like I said, watch this one, it explains it pretty well. If I get this edited in time, by the time you're watching this, if it's not been cancelled, surgery will be in 2 weeks. Crazy. But anyway, I need to stop rambling. I hope I've helped you feel less alone if you're going through something similar. And if you are going through something like this right now, then I want to wish you all the best of luck. Know you're not alone. I'm here for you. You can let me know in the comments. You can also follow me on Instagram, where I'm going to be keeping some updates as well. So I'll link my Instagram down below and put it on the screen. Good luck, you've got this, and I will see you soon. Bye.